Let's play.
Okay, I'm back. So, into the pool. No idea if any of us is even mildly good. I'm gonna say probably not.
Weapons up.
Excellent visuals again. I think that's partly why I pick up on the boss battles not being necessarily clear enough that you're doing damage, is that so much of the visual design in this game is so clear. The contrast in the visuals in the wall and the bullets and stuff is just so nice. Yeah, there's not like a great deal in many ways that I would, if given the freedom to decide what would be improved or changed about the game, design visually and all that kind of thing. Oh yeah, cool. I do like that. Not sure what was going on there. It was a bit too much for my small brain to navigate. But yeah, I'd say as a pretty novice player, this is a great vibe for casual difficulty. Like again, until I've tried the others, I'm not sure how the balancing exactly works there, but the green of the I guess your point collection and putting towards your super, such nice clear effect. Kind of like, I think I'd like to see a little more variety in the colour usage in the weapons. Not massive, but just like maybe a little. I'm not sure if there is some subtle differences, but maybe a little less subtle. Not crazy, but because you know what it. Strange volume boost there. I don't know if there was a reason for that. Don't know if that picked up on my recording or not. Cool, so we got one. Ooh, maybe a little more explosive fanfare, like on that eyeball terrible. What's that? What was that? Not sure what I picked up there. Okay. I think I'm going top pacifist, so the timer's at the bottom. I guess that would be more like if I'd gone the bottom route, maybe that would be clearer. Maybe you could put a timer on the top and bottom. We keep going for my weapons, but we're unintentional pacifist. I felt kind of trapped. Oh Jesus! Trapped there by this. Well, I'm glad that pacifist mode continued through my death. So is that there like some kind of weapon regain because of having died or something? I'm not sure. Or pacifist mode reward maybe. But yeah, the pacifist timer, I think if you had one at the top and bottom, or again, I think it's kind of like drop shadow stuff, like the UI and prompts can feel a little flat compared to the like I said, like so much of the actual gameplay is really nicely telegraphed, obvious. Contrasts is... Yeah, see, I got the volume thing again. I don't know if that's coming through in the recording, but it just got a volume spike for a few seconds there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So it does flash, but I think I might like to see like a colour change or a specific highlight or something, I don't know. The reverse shot coming kind of clutch there. So dope. Weapon design's really cool as well. Which is why I think maybe a little variety in the... Whoa. I know like you obviously want to keep consistent visual cues and stuff, and it does make it very obvious what's me and what's not and all that kind of thing. But yeah, a little variety just to kind of like, yeah, it's a different sort of bullet pattern. Whoa. It's a different bullet pattern. So does my score get calculated before that or after? How does that? Pacifist made complete. Wasn't expecting to do that and nothing else. I love these titles, they're very good. Yeah, so you got volume spike again. Not sure if that's my headphones or it's coming through on the recording. Kind of weird. Oh, this is so cool, look at this. This is such a rad little arena type area, this is very cool. The Government's Trophy, not entirely sure why. Like, I really like the sort of monster trophies. Actually, that centre bit, they were all dying. Oh, it's from these dudes, so maybe I should have left that alive. Not sure if that's intentional or what. Kind of look like the skeletons throwing fire were oof, terrible. So it's those sort of turret things on the side that were shooting missiles. That's kind of first time I was a little less aware of what was what there, I think. Jesus. Okay. What I said about I don't have super. What about if I use this and hopefully avoid some of the... Oh, come on, what am I doing? Yeah, you can definitely get caught out if your weapon type doesn't allow you to kill stuff behind you. On sections like this. Which is, you know, you don't want your game to have no challenge or replayability because everything's just super simple. Like, I think that's something that with my own game I need to ensure that I do. I'm not picking up pacifist mode there, thank you very much. Jesus. Yeah, you hide back down there. And that's what I was saying about the visuals having this cool kind of air of that era of pinball machines and I don't know, not prog rock, but that, I'm not sure what the terminology is for that style of artwork and design, but yeah, like the skull disappearing, I think the pacifist skull thing disappearing, but whoa, what, how do I... Ah, can I... Yay. So that is a full screen dope. And we got it again, okay. So maybe we wait until the last possible moment or something. Are we safe here? It kind of looks like... Oh. That was dumb. Oh, that's lucky. Cool. Very cool. Not as egregious, but another little volume spike there. with the music. Oh, so I get choice here. Kind of like the look of that for some reason. I know. Yeah, I probably should have. What's this one? Probably would have taken those in the opposite order. But that's again probably familiarity more than I think you're gonna leave these things. So, yeah, again. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, your control speed's so good. It's really nice how it feels. But yeah, again, the boss feedback. If when I'm doing damage, I'm not that aware of it. And I feel like that's a shame because I think probably because of the size of the boss itself. What's going on here? Am I taking... Yeah, I should have probably avoided that completely. Whoa, what the... Oh, that was dumb. So he does... Oof, what's this business? What was that? Was that my, I don't know, what is this? Is that, does that do damage? Oh, shite. I know Super kind of wanted it there. Wasn't allowing myself to actually look at the bar. So this is awesome. So well designed, and the flow of it, I love it. Especially as someone who's not very good. This is just good gameplay. Yeah, like I see him flashing, but I think, yeah, maybe like his heart flashing red, or I don't know. Something to indicate that. So like if I'm shooting him down here, if his heart was flashing red, it means that I'm doing damage no matter where I hit him, whereas am I doing more damage by hitting the heart? What's... I don't know. Personally, that's one of the things I'd look to improve, I guess. Oh, we're down to 1 health. Oh, what is that? Already had Super. Oh. So weapon down, but this might be a... What? Right. I think I prefer that other weapon for... Oh, no. Oh. That's a cool ass attack, but... As you can see, although I've seen some of the footage of people playing it, I'm not aware of what's really coming up for the most part, or where anything and where I'm supposed to be, etc. Doubt probably where I am, if I'm honest. Very cool though, I like this, even though I suck at it. Yeah, I think some big red flashes to say you are doing damage would be nice. Something. Jeez. Oh, that wasn't enough. Oh, that was so dumb. Still not enough. What is this? So there's like a cool dynamic with this. Oh, what am I doing? That was terrible. Yeah, it's kind of cool that not when we do that, it's not. Yeah, I like the dynamic with this boss attack. Definitely the most challenging boss I'd say so far, which makes sense. This might be the end of our first run. There will be many more. Not sure that I'm going to necessarily push towards the harder difficulties, but I would like to try and get through it if I can. very least. And I'll be coming back to it in my spare time to take some inspiration and oh, no. Don't like where I was there. Still no. This dude's tough. Let's see. That was me. Okay. I'd say this is a colossal jump in maybe it's partly to do with it not having like multiple stages to break it up, but this is, you're not saying it's dull or anything, it's just a bit of a jump in difficulty compared to the previous bosses. Like, what is going on? Hey, finally. That was a bit of a marathon, that one. So I don't imagine we did pretty very well here. And no. D for determined. I'm not sure if that's what I'd use the D for there, but right. Okay, let's see how we do in the next section, because that was a little, felt a little bit okay. To begin with, I was progressing better than I thought I would, and now I'm a little again, level design. I've enjoyed the music so far, but it would be maybe cool to have a little bit of a fantasy vibe on this, or more of a fantasy vibe with this location. It's a little bit on the sci-fi edge. I know it's like the game itself kind of feels like a blend between that sort of sci-fi fantasy sort of mix up. But I think the music for this one could maybe benefit from being a little more magical forest sort of vibes. It's not to take away from what has been a great soundtrack so far, and definitely not trying to insult anyone. Oof, that sound effect is... it's up there as one of my... so good. One of my favourite gaming sounds, I think. And the effect of them dying, it's... yeah. I would be extremely pleased with myself if I'd created that. Oh, there's some of those secret things. I'd say the secret telegraphing is exceptional. The positioning and... it's not too obvious and easy, but it's, yeah, I'd just say it's very good. Okay, this looks like a decent spot to try and So I probably should be using this other weapon, but can you? No, you can't. I guess so. You can hold A all the time and. Oof, concentrating on the wrong thing there. I think I'm. So yeah, like personally, a little bit underwhelmed, stroke scared off by the bottom weapon, even though in theory I guess it's more powerful or something in the tutorial sort of description. That was a stupid place to hang out. That's completely on me. But yeah, I'm so impressed by the generally by the visual depth, quality, the contrast between the performances, enemy design. These heads, I saw someone else playing this part, and I don't think that's where I wanted to be. And I thought it's just such great design. I love that. And its death effect. See, it's the problem. I'm concentrating too much on that and not on actually what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, and then this tree sort of creeping around beside us is cool. Nice. I think I probably took damage there, but not happy about where I am right now. I got no super, could have needed one. Panic button. Terrible. What am I doing? But yeah, the fluidity and speed, the bullet rate. This enemy again is so good, man. And the music here is cool for a boss fight. Like, really nice. Which again is why I point stuff out that I'm not, say, fond of or surprised by or whatever, because there's certain elements of this that are just so good. That's all on me. It's a bit of a close ranger. What? It's a cool boss. Very cool. Like the variety and what's happening. It's a little tricky for someone of my skill level for sure, but it's a nice balance, I'd say, where it's tricky but doable. Oof, not when I do that, it's not, jeez. Hey, see that? Yeah. I know it's probably just a mid-boss or whatever, I'm not sure, but pacing-wise, yeah, see that? Yeah, I'd suggest something's changed there, because that's very odd. How level 5 finished compared to how quick level 6 was. Secret, cool. So yeah, I'm not picking up any records here, but definitely having fun. It's one of those things where I wasn't sure until you actually, get your hands on it yourself whether you like it as much as you think you will. But I definitely do. It's sheen. Yeah, maybe it's maybe I got punished pretty heavily for dying and stuff, I don't know, but this weapon maybe not quite as powerful. That other one seemed to just melt stuff as I came into this level. And then the previous boss, I don't think there was a transition in. Yeah, I'm scared. Don't want the pacifist, thanks. What? This is not... I think it's because I'm like semi-determined to try and get these gunships and I lose track of screen positioning completely. This Sheen is a bot. Ugh, what am I doing? And I'm kind of interested to see how it changes over time, because I know that the developer's very dedicated and always trying to improve on his what the hell, on his game. Sure, enjoyment for all that have purchased it. So yeah, I recently played Gun Vein demo, which is on Steam for free, and it has an excellent sort of tutorial. It's quite punishing, but very informative, and it's definitely helped me play these types of games a little better. So if you're the kind of person that like I was, sees some of this bullet hell stuff and thinks, okay, how do you see what the hell you're doing? Yeah, I'd recommend checking out the Gun Vein demo. I'm sure the game itself I'll eventually try and get. It's very good. But the tutorial is excellent if you find yourself a little put off by how intense some of this might seem to someone who doesn't play it, because I know what that feels like. Like I said, one of the last shooters, I didn't really play it. Occasionally when I saw a friend of mine who played Ikaruga, I'd give it a go, I guess. This was a long time ago. But yeah, I found it be crazy, but I don't think I really understood how it's supposed to be played. And like I'm saying, the Gun Vein, I think it's supposed to kill that. Damn it, that was. But yeah, the Gun Vein demo, very good for helping a noob like myself kind of get to grips with what the hell is that? Yeah, with how to kind of play these games a little more better. But the reason I brought it up is actually because of, in Gun Vein, your ship, the movement feels great. It's got this kind of drifting weight to the, I think it's less animated bank and more actually three-dimensional objects of physics that sit underneath the ship. But the reason I bring it up is because I filled this Interstellar Sentinel somehow, again, what Sheen, try not to be, I don't think I'm going to do very well here, Jesus. This Sheen though, I need to get these things detonated as well. Wow, it's again a little more tricky. I don't have super, and starting to I think this might be the end of my run soon. I'm still going to attempt to talk about it, but yeah, so somehow, yeah, I'd say Interstellar Sentinel has just a great, like, tight but flighty feel. I don't know how to describe it adequately, but I'd just say it's right, in my opinion. It just feels how have control. It's not too crazy. I got 7 lives, which thank God for casual mode, I guess. So I need to get this out of the way so that I can actually hit this dude in the face. I think I've got close a little. Get aggressive. It's like a bit more of a safe spot. It's cool, I like that little nudge forward. Scared. Oh dear, no, this is not. Oh no. 6 lives. This is going to cost me. I don't think I've got it in me. So, note to self, when I get to, is this level 7? Well, this might be level 6. No. I need my super. Just try and burst down this boss as best. Oh, that's damage it's taking there. That's annoying. Or was I actually taking? Yeah, I was. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe that did be looked at. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that 2 bosses ago, I think it's a level 4 boss. That's dope. I love that. Again, these foregrounds, I find that a bit of a... It's a little bit too much, personally. But yeah, so the level 4 boss, I think it was just insane, difficulty-wise. That boss felt good. A good challenge. Some of those bullet patterns were a bit beyond me, but I'll get there, I'm sure. And yeah, it didn't take anywhere near as long as boss number 4. Cool. So down to 4 lives, so that didn't go so well. Yeah, and also, like I was saying, the sitting in front of the boss, the light blue beam he was casting was... Oh my god, I don't even know if I've even seen this yet. I might like to see a little more variety, so like I don't mind the sort of forest theme being in a lot of the levels, but I think I might like to see a little more, say for instance like some rocky areas or something to break this up, because it's been kind of a little more similar than I was hoping to see this kind of level type again, even though I really do like this sort of blood rain variant of it. It's very cool. Just looking at a freeze frame of that enemy here is so good. Oh no, that's good. Good job I didn't have my super. I pressed it then to try. Oh no, it's 3 lives. This could be. It's definitely getting a little trickier. So I'm not sure. So is this like kind of an AoE attack? Is that how that functions? I guess this weapon, or that, yeah, this weapon thing, might be cool. I just don't know how or what it does. It definitely doesn't appear immediately obvious. That delayed kind of freeze bullets or whatever's happening. that thing. What is this? Is this... So I'm trying to use the bottom weapon a bit, but I think it's... As a newcomer to the game, it feels a little... slow because I've just started playing. I'm sure I'd see its value and use it more consistently once I've played it more than just literally for an hour or whatever it's been. Well, probably less than that. It's just that I take a small break. I have to look back at it, and obviously I've paused it a few times to talk about certain things and maybe hung about on the menu screens more than I could have, but sound effects are great. Yeah, I think it'd be really... Ooh. It'd be amazing if at some point I get to talk to the developer if he's interested, so we can maybe discuss some of thoughts and theories on how certain things are and how things are achieved and some of the reasoning behind stuff. It'd be great to get the insight of someone who's obviously very capable with the engine, because this is an excellent product. I'm going to skip on the pacifist and still too freaked out.
Weapons up.
So I tried to keep the, I left the audio levels as they come as standard. I'm not sure how it comes through in the recording, but in general it's been really well balanced, apart from those weird spikes I seem to get. For some reason this tune seems a little overwhelming compared to the rest of the sound. I'm not sure why that is. Obviously if I was playing the game, or any game, for any long stretch of time, I'd be, you know, move on to my own playlist eventually anyway, but the soundtrack is very good so far. See this crazy ass design of this boss. This is cool. Yeah, I still think maybe a drop when it comes to the soundtrack, and maybe it's just is the way it is, but personally I'd like to have heard a little more fantasy in the theme, when you're basing a lot of it in forests and like this chick who looks like some sort of crazy demon, ogre, druid, I don't know what. It's very cool though. The artwork's amazing. I think maybe the animation frames are a little weird. I think more than anything it's the colour of the kind of spider eye things on the, like, the actual character. She's a nice level of provocative, I would say, but the yeah, the bottom half is a little... It's not even the bottom half, the design, it's the... Yeah, like... See, the bottom eyes look cool with the blinking. I'm just not sure about that middle set, or the... I didn't even notice that dude's face as well. So this boss feels pretty chill, so it's not really a complaint, especially as a novice, but if this had been boss number 4, then that would have made more sense. If that helps in any way. I'm not saying you should rearrange your levels, but this is probably how boss number 4 could have felt, but it was... And maybe it's because of the power of my current weapon. Oh, this looks a little more intense. We got super, so yeah, maybe let's rip in. And then panic now, because I don't have another. That's a really nice pattern. It's like uniform but has a little bit of drift to it, so you can kind of maneuver through without either just sitting there or having no chance at all if you're someone like me. Yeah, I don't know what your dead zone settings are, but this is... I think it probably pays into slightly the pace of the bullet speed from the enemy as well. But it's kind of like a... unlike me, a perfect balance. So you've got 5 continues. I'm not particularly experienced in what the standards are for the genre, and so it's derived from the arcade machines and chucking in more coins and all that, which I definitely did a reasonable bit of when I was a kid. Like, we'd go on holiday and me and my brother would head off to the arcades and hit up the coin machines and the coin drawers or whatever they're called, and the coin dozer type thing. And then we'd play a variety of like arcadey games, whether it was sat on a bike for whatever the hell knockoff versions of all the popular arcade games at the time were. We usually played, like, I remember being at the arcade and nice. So yeah, like, other than the fact we're not through it yet. What was that then? Can I reuse it? I don't know. No, not yet. Not sure what the marker is for that. Like, maybe on the UI at the top it could be clearer where my super, like, not when it is active, but when it's not, like, where will it be active? Now it won't be active at all. Should have been concentrating on it more there. Love this, the artwork for this stage of the boss, like the kind of slopped over. It's very cool. But yeah, I remember, like, when we were... Whoa. It's the problem with trying to talk. Weapons down. Yeah, we go to the arcade and we'd end up playing, like, some weird game in the corner so that we didn't have to compete with anyone for time on the machines. So I probably ended up playing, like, a bunch of really weird knockoff arcade games that no one's ever played or heard of. A lot of stuff with physically holding one of those fake gun things, light guns. those ones with feedback, where it was kind of like an Uzi that was strapped into the deck of the cabinet or whatever. So, I was a big fan of pinball machines. Like, it wasn't that frequent that I got to play them, and eventually got to play, I think it was called, it wasn't the really popular pinball game, well, not popular, but the really like the bulk standard pinball fantasies or whatever. It was called like Fantasy Pinball or something, but it was like a completely 2D, not like the modern style pinball games you get. But because I used to enjoy them so much at the arcades. Usually last quite a while, even if I didn't score particularly high, so it felt like good value to me. This is cool, multi-stage boss. Okay, so little comment would be, I'm not sure why I didn't get a bunch of green. Well done, you've killed the boss. I felt like I did on the previous ones. Don't know if that was intentional or not, or a bug, or just not how that works, and just other factors were in the previous bosses. I don't know. But yeah, glad I'm still going. I'm going to have to take a short break again, but I will be back shortly. So we'll continue on to level 8 and Shrieva's Fire Belly. So yeah, speak to you then.